All right, a bit of an update on what we're doing next. We need a new well pump in our well, and what had happened is we had a power failure, and then the solenoid or the capacitor in this box blew. This is a system from 2006, but when he replaced the capacitor in here, he also noticed that it was cycling quite a bit. And you can see, even with no water running in the house, this is cycling, which means there's a leak in the line. So when we went and looked at the well head, you can see water is undulating in the well head or in the casing, which means that it's got a leak and it needs to be replaced. So let's go see what they're going to be doing for that. They have to pull out the line. I think it's 85 feet or so. They'll put a new pump on the down pipe or the down line and get it up and running. All right, and here is the well head outside. I did have to cut some of the branches off these trees because they were completely out here into the way. So what they're going to do is they're going to open up the well head. They're going to pull out the line, the down line, and the well pump that's at the bottom of it and replace it. So I'm going to try to get some pictures of that. I don't know if I'll be able to record them, but we'll try to get some photos of that. What's interesting is you can go on to the local provincial and municipal website and you can look up the tag that's on your well, and you can get all its information as to when it was put in, how deep it is, how much flow you get, what kind of well it is. Is like a cement casing one or something like that. So I'd highly recommend, if you're going to be doing your well inspection stuff, then you can definitely go there, see if you can find the tag and look it up. Sometimes if it's not in the system, you can just kind of look at their neighbors around it, because usually they're put in at the same time and using the same way, so you can guesstimate how deep it is, what aquifer you're in, that kind of stuff. So I'll come back at you when they arrive, and we'll just see what we can see. All right, so the old pump is out of the well. Yanked it out on these rollers, and it's down the line. It's only about 58 feet. I was misunderstood when I was reading my old documentation being 90 feet, but there it is. All right, the well has been replaced. That went really well. I'm very happy with the job that they did, and they tested the well flow and they ran it for 10 minutes with no drop or very little drop in the standing water height of my casing. So they're very happy with that. They said I have fantastic water pressure and water access here, so that's excellent. I just tested all the taps in the house and everything's working great, and my pressure tank is no longer fluctuating, which means that that is good. So what they assumed happened was that the float on the top portion of my pump had failed, and it's a one-way check valve, so it would pump, fill up the 50 foot of rise to my well head, then it would shut off, and then it would all drain. So then the pump would kick back on, fill that up again, and it was doing that cycling every 30 seconds or so. So that was prematurely ruining the pump, and being that it's 23 years old, I said, let's just replace the whole thing. So brand new pump, brand new line, all new wiring to the well head, and everything is good to go. So good to check your well. Make sure you check your pressure in your pressure tank if you have a pressure tank, and make sure it's not fluctuating and causing any undue strain on your equipment. And hopefully you don't have any well problems. Thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.